I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Carry from Marlon Mack. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
That's good.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance.
Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Buccaneers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
TJ Logan on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Phillip Lindsay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Good.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Looking to throw. Prescott. He completes this one to Mack. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play. First down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Still going. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete.
Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. From way up at the 23. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. He completes it to Tate. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, it's Mack, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A gain of 4. It's
from just shy of midfield. Prescott, that's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
And it's third down.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Taking a deep shot here and that's caught inside the 35. Woo! Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Rolling to his right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 22 yards there, a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Logan Ryan on
A big play there out of the running game. 45 yards on the ground.
First down.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score all tied.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Lindsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That good for 19 and a first down. Now a first and 10 at the 11.
A gain of 19 yards.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Oh, I think the Bucs got it, and they did. Tampa Bay football. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Carlos Dunlap, the one who got in there to make the stop behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
To Mecole Hardman.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. That throw by Brady incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey. The 20. There he goes right side. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tampa Bay.
Philip Lindsey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. To throw, it's Brady. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Bears 21. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's 2nd and 10.
By Antoine Winfield.
Prescott from the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
10 yards to go.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott, escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he finds McLaurin, and they work this well upfield across the 45. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. They'll run on 1st down. Mack, and he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And able to find Graham, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. A 1st down throw for Prescott. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Good. Makes the score Buccaneers 35, Bears 28.
Boy, they're down only 1 score. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bears' 44-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On play action, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half. The same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. Prescott slings this deep for McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Terry McLaurin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35.
That ties the game, 35-35.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Third down.
From the gun on third down, Brady taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25.
That's all you got.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The fourth touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch.
Bradley Pinion.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Prescott on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he slings one that's incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it'll bring up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Terry McLaurin. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think...
And that's caught inside the 35.
Bring in the second
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Chris Godwin.
5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Buccaneers 49. Bears 38.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Bears draw a bit closer. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Brady. Now they go screen. It's complete. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield.
Lindsey.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Looking downfield, and at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory.
First and goal, Tampa Bay.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 45 yards.
First and 10.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And Graham's got it. Complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
First and goal.
Prescott now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Second and goal from the 7-yard line.
And again, it's Prescott. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have retaken the lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the lot. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. From midfield, here's Brady. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 39 yards there, a big one. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st and 10 is Lindsey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Another run by Lindsey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tackle made.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
O.J. Howard.
O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that gives him a 3-point lead.
53. Bradley.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
10-10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter. And he fires one that's intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
By the Buccaneers.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
The stop made by
officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Brady now on first down. Steps away to his left. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Rob Gronkowski. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
On the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
From the 40 now on second down. Prescott, he completes this one to Mack. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Bears.
1st and 10, Prescott into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Flush to his right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out behind the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They're targeting Godwin once more, this time complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Brady looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Brady going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well. and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And there's a familiar sight. Khalil Mack putting a quarterback down in the backfield for another sack. I know he only had 8.5 sacks in 2019, so a lot of people wrote that off as, hey, what's going on with Khalil Mack? You do realize he's getting doubled and tripled on just about every snap, but that was the first time since his rookie year of 2014 that he finished the season with less than 10 sacks.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Brady going to throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Terry McLaurin. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Prescott. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Sets up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs have just about wrapped up the victory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Buccaneers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
This is second nature. All is automatic. You fools hurt. Jesus will.
been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hate. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like a passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hate. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't feel me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I heard it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in your bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hate. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh. Savings.